End of an era. Sinaloa Cartel co-founder Ismael El Mayo Zambada sentenced to life in U.S. federal prison. Key takeaway. After dodging law enforcement for over 50 decades, 78-year-old drug lord Ismael El Mayo Zambada was sentenced to life in a U.S. federal prison, marking one of the biggest milestones in modern federal law enforcement history. The downfall of a shadow kingpin. For over 50 years, Ismael El Mayo Zambada was considered an elusive ghost in the criminal underworld. Unlike his infamous co-founder, Joaquin El Chapo Guzman, who was captured, escaped multiple times, and was eventually sentenced to life in maximum security, El Mayo operated quietly from the remote mountains of Sinaloa, Mexico. He ran the world's most powerful drug trafficking organization without ever spending a single day behind bars. That unbroken streak ended in a dramatic turn of events when federal agents took Zambada into custody on U.S. soil following a high-stakes covert sting operation involving a private aircraft. The capture sent shockwaves across Washington, Mexico City, and international intelligence communities. Inside the courtroom, the final verdict. In a federal courthouse packed with prosecutors, law enforcement officers, and international media, the judge delivered the maximum sentence allowed under federal guidelines: life imprisonment without the possibility of parole, plus asset forfeiture running into billions of dollars. Federal prosecutors presented decades of evidence detailing how the Sinaloa Cartel built an empire responsible for trafficking hundreds of tons of illicit narcotics, including cocaine, heroin, methamphetamine, and illicit fentanyl, into thousands of American communities. For 50 years, the defendant directed an empire of violence, corruption, and illicit trafficking that devastated countless lives across North America. Today's sentence proves that no matter how powerful or elusive a criminal kingpin may seem, justice eventually catches up, stated the U.S. attorney during the post-sentencing press briefing. During the proceedings, Zambada listened through a court interpreter, offering minimal personal commentary while his defense attorneys argued regarding his declining health and age. The judge, however, emphasized the staggering scale of human suffering linked to the cartel's operations, ruling that a life sentence was the only appropriate response under U.S. federal law. A power vacuum in Sinaloa. The life sentence of El Mayo marks a monumental win for the U.S. Department of Justice and the Drug Enforcement Administration, DEA, but experts warn that the battle is far from over. Security analysts note that the arrest and sentencing of top leadership often trigger internal power struggles. The Sinaloa Cartel has already seen increasing friction between different factions, notably Los Chapitos, the sons of Joaquin El Chapo, known for aggressive tactics and rapid expansion into synthetic drugs, and El Mayo loyalists, older, traditional network figures who previously favored quiet bribery and territorial control. With El Mayo permanently removed from the picture, law enforcement agencies across North America are bracing for potential shifts in cartel leadership dynamics and trafficking routes. What lies ahead for U.S. border security? This high-profile sentencing comes at a critical time for U.S. foreign policy and border management. Authorities have emphasized that taking down top-tier cartel heads must go hand-in-hand with disrupting supply chains, money laundering networks, and domestic distribution cells. While Zambada's legal journey concludes inside a high-security U.S. federal prison, the case serves as a defining precedent in international law enforcement cooperation and the ongoing fight against transnational organized crime.